This is Will with VETUS Maxwell. I'm going to show you how to service your VWC 2500 today. You're going to need a couple of tools. You'll need a 13mm open-end wrench. You'll need a flat-bladed screwdriver. And you'll need the handle that came with the windlass. So here we go. Slide the handle in the top of the windlass and loosen the clutch nut. We're going to pop the top cap off. Slotted screwdriver takes out the retaining screw. There's a washer and the retaining screw you want to take out. And I can spin the clutch nut off now. That's the VWC 2500 clutch nut. Take that off. Slide the drum up and off the shaft. Now, before I can lift this chain wheel, I've got to take the two screws that hold the chain stripper in place out. That's where this 13mm wrench comes in there. One screw. The second screw. And then pull out the chain stripper. Now I can lift the chain wheel up and off the shaft. And in the chain wheel I've got the upper clutch cone. And I've got the lower clutch cone. And on the clutch cones is a disc washer. So I got the lower clutch cone off. There's a key for the capstan you want to take out. There's a lower key. You want to inspect the key, make sure it's still square, that it's not been twisted. And then there's these two clutch retainer halves. They're not broken. They're supposed to be in two pieces. There's a ring that comes off. There's a spring that comes off. And then you can lift the top black plate off. If you want to take the gearbox off at this point, you can get to the 4 bolts to get to the gearbox. So we're going to put it all back. Take my wheel bearing grease. Wipe a little grease in here. Put that back down. I'm going to grab my spring and drop that down. The ring. Going to take my two clutch retainer halves. Put that back in the groove that they came out of. You can take the lower key, put it back in. Going to grab the lower clutch cone, slide that down. Going to take my grease, wipe grease all over the lower clutch cone. Take the disc, drop it back. Take the chain wheel, wipe grease in the lower chain wheel. Disc washer. Grab the upper clutch cone. Wipe grease on it. Drop that back down. Upper key. Take the capstan. Now that you've got the capstan key in, it slides down. And you don't want to forget about the chain stripper. The chain stripper has a groove on it. You want to put the groove in this orientation when you slide it in and line it up so that you can get the bolts in. Got to put the two bolts back. Second bolt. $13mm wrench. Just tightening that down. So they're tight. We're almost done. Take the clutch nut. Spin that back on. You need the retaining screw and the washer. Now that keeps the clutch nut from falling off the shaft. Spin that back down. Take your cap, put it in, and the last thing you need to do is take the handle slide it in the top, and tighten it as tight as you can get it. That's how easy it is. You want to service this windlass every 6 months. Be sure and check out our other videos on VETUS.com.